Hi, I'm Tom Ziglar, CEO of the Zig Ziglar Corporation. You're right here at the Ziglar Coaching Academy on our leadership channel. And this channel is where we support leadership coaches. We call them coach leader coaches and leaders who are committed to growing their impact and influence through coaching their direct reports to a higher level of personal and professional success. That's what coaching is really all about. Our last lesson was on the two types of leaders, the T-Rex manager versus the coach leader. And in this lesson, what I really want to talk about is two of the things that define a coach leader versus a T-Rex. So here they are. T-Rexes are seen as and see themselves as a superior. So that's the first thing. So what do I mean by that? So if your leader says, I'm a superior, their behavior, if that's their mindset, their behavior follows that. And so it'll be, do it because I said so. Or this is the policy, this is the procedure. Who are you to argue with me? Or I've decided we're going to do this. No point in anybody else giving an idea or recommendation. Or the team comes together and they have this idea and they bring it in. And by the end of the meeting, the idea suddenly becomes the T-Rex's idea. Okay, I can't tell you in my career as a leadership coach how many times people on the team have said that they spend so much time coming up with innovative ideas, and half of their brain time is spent convincing the leader that it was actually their idea, because they know once the leader takes ownership of the idea and believes it's their own, that it's more likely to go through. So I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that is a hallmark of a T-Rex manager, is they feel like they're superior, and that if it's not their idea, it doesn't have a chance. Let's look at that versus the second part, which is, well, how does a coach leader view their situation? Coach leaders act as a guide. They see themselves as a guide. Their people look at them as a guide. And so what does that mean? Well, there's a foundational quality here. One of the hallmarks of a great leader, what I would call a great coach leader, is they bring people on the team. If they're in a position to hire and they hire people on the team to report to them, they are looking specifically for people who are stronger than they are in their blind spots. In other words, every person knows, hey, these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses. But let me rephrase that. Not every person knows. People who are aware, leaders who are aware, they know their strengths and they know their blind spots. A T-Rex manager, because they're seen as a superior, if they know they have a blind spot, they don't believe it's an issue, right? Because they're right, they're the superior. But a coach leader walks into the situation going, hey, this is where I thrive. This is my skill set. This is where I'm the best. And here are my blind spots. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire and develop and equip people stronger than me in my blind spot so that they can thrive. And so my job is to be their guide, to create an atmosphere that allows them to really run with their expertise. Now, what does a guide do? Well, a guide makes sure that the party they're leading, right? You're going through the mountains. A guide is taking people through the Amazon jungle, through the Andes mountains, wherever they are. They're going the safest way with the best chance of success, keeping everybody together so that they can overcome any issues or obstacles that they face, like crossing a river or whatever might come up. And so the guide's job isn't to tell every person in the party, this is what you do, this is how you do it. No, the guide's job is to say, this is where we're going. Unless somebody has an idea of a better path, this is the path we're taking. And I want to put each of you in a position to use your strength and your gift to get us there faster and more efficient. And so the leader, the coach leader, knows how to ask those kind of questions that bring out the best in each of their people, understanding that they all bring different skills, gifts, and talents to the team. So There it is. A T-Rex manager sees themselves as superior, so everything has to be their idea, and they're unaware of their weaknesses, their blind spots. A coach leader specifically brings people onto the team and develops them to be stronger than they are in the areas that they're weak, so that they can guide everybody effectively to a higher level of performance and success. All right, there's the lesson today. So are you actively guiding your people and putting them in a position to win based on their skills and strengths? Check that out, implement that, and we'll see you next time on the Ziglar Coaching Academy.